This week, we're heading out west, hunting elk over waterholes. But the rut has these bulls jacked up and they're making it tough. Are we going to get the job done? From an early age, I was obsessed with pursuing wildlife. The only way to learn was through trial and error or meeting new people and learning from them. Now my livelihood is completely based on the great outdoors. This show is about sharing new tips to become better outdoorsmen and women. Gaining knowledge from experts to improve our success in the hunting and fishing world. Pursuing new adventures and new experiences in the outdoors. This is Total Outdoor Pursuit. After a lot of planning and long anticipation, it's finally time for our elk trip.
My name's Danny Hagan. I did 6 years active Army with 10th Mountain Division out of New York. My first deployment was 12 months, and my second deployment was scheduled to be a 12-month deployment. I was wounded about 7 months in southern Afghanistan near Kandahar. I was doing a road patrol. We were actually fixing some culverts, putting wire in so they couldn't put the IEDs under the road and blow us up when we drove over. I had a crew underneath me and I was standing there pulling security, and from behind someone shot me, hit me right in the back of the head, gave me some pretty bad TBI and some other issues. 16 months in the hospital, therapy, rehab. I was able to basically do almost a full recovery without some permanent brain damage. I have some, but none too bad.
For Landon, being here is like a homecoming.
21 years I've been out in this location here, and as you can see behind me, this place is life-changing, man. It's been incredible. There's tons of elk out here. Bear came running up right here. Stopped right here. I was seated 3 yards away, and he stood up, and we were making eye contact. Didn't have the bow in hand, nothing, man. I freaked. Get out of here. Oh, man. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Oh, man. That bear, guys. Here's the base of my netting. This is my foot. That bear was standing right there at 3 yards. I'm not into that whatsoever. Tearing that up.
That is tore up, isn't it?
Cows don't come in and do that, because it's not a water hole. They're not coming in here to drink. They're coming in here to, they'll come in here, urinate on themselves, get mud on the rack, put on a show, a beagle. They're creating dominance, just like a buck would do with a, with a scrape or a rub line.
Well, a few months ago, Landon and Marty from Total Outdoor Pursuit came to me and asked me if I wanted to take part in a kind of a wounded hero hunt for elk out in Colorado, northwestern Colorado, and of course you can't pass up that opportunity. It's a dream probably everybody that's watching the show has experienced at least once in their life and probably still dreaming about it. The drive out here was amazing. Never been out west this far, from the antelope to the hills, the mountains, everything. Just the drive out was worth it.
What the
Yeah, the typical scenario when you pull into Colorado, man. This is real live cowboys right here working. Another day.
It was great having a couple guys out here that had never been out here to experience what I've been experiencing. And, this trip started for me as a father-son deal. Like I said, 21 years ago, I would have been a junior in high school. I was able to shoot my first bull with a bow my senior year of high school. And man, it just got in my blood. It just literally changed my life. It's my favorite thing to hunt, and it's just been awesome, man. It's been a blessing.
It's our first night, and it's time to hit the waterhole.
Tell us what your strategy is with your barrel.
It's really freaking hot right now. So I'm gonna wear shorts. I'm gonna be comfortable in the first half. You guys may be comfortable in the second half. But right now, I feel great.
Good, good.
I believe that this is more therapeutic and healing than going and just talking to a therapist. I mean, you're out here with your buddies, stuff gets brought up, you talk about it. If not, it doesn't. If you want to, they'll listen. They know how to, just get your mind off real life, maybe stresses that you're having through your injuries.
Well, we didn't have any elk come in that night, but we saw several muleys, and they were a lot of fun to watch, especially for some corn-fed whitetail guys.
The white-tailed deer has a sense of smell 10,000 times more powerful than a human, and every air current educates them on their surroundings. We use sprays, liquids, and solids to cover up our scent and attract whitetails. Until today, we have never actually let the air molecules of wind determine the success of our hunt. Introducing Wind Scent, a patent-pending technology that attracts and bonds with the air molecules around you, covering your scent and releasing scent attractant that lasts longer and travels farther. Wind Scent offers custom intervals for your hunting conditions to release scent as often as every 90 seconds. Wind Scent is rechargeable and reusable. Wind Scent lasts up to 40 hours on a single charge and up to 20 hours on one vapor cartridge. Wind Scent's proprietary lineup of vapor hunting scent preserves genuine urine and attractants. The combination of a superior scent product emitted on continuous intervals as an air vapor gives the hunter the highest potential odds of harvesting a mature buck.
Check out Total Outdoor Programming on YouTube for more great tips and tactics on hunting, fishing, camping, grilling, trophy field care, taxidermy tips, and even more. Plus, you can watch full episodes of Total Outdoor Pursuit and even extras, outtakes, and bloopers off the cutting room floor.
Come on, Rock! You're a bum! You're a bum, Rock!
Here they come! Here they come!
What are they?
Be sure to subscribe and join in on the conversations. Check it out at youtube.com/Total Outdoor.
You can get a hold of the Total Outdoor Pursuit and Total Outdoor Programming team through social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for the latest updates on where we're at and what we're chasing. We love hitting the road and trying new things. If you excel at any type of hunting or fishing, whether you're a professional guide or just average Joes like us, and you would like to be part of an episode teaching us what you know, send us an email at totaloutdoorpursuit@gmail.com and maybe you'll be in a future episode.
So this has been my dream since I was 13 years old. I've just wanted to get out here on an elk hunt out in the West. Never had the opportunity. 27 years now I've been waiting to get out here and do this. I didn't get to come as the hunter, but I was shooting with the camera. So for me, that was just as good, Being able to get out into this kind of stuff here, something that you're just not used to at all, and see huge wild animals sound like banshees screaming. I mean, how could you go wrong?
This week's been awesome. We timed it just right where we actually got to experience some elk herding, pretty much the beginning of the rut starting to kick. So we were starting to hear some bugling.
All right, guys, here's the deal. We are in Colorado for early archery season. It's the second week of archery. We got Danny, we got Marty here. This is our second night of hunting, but this is our first night hunting this waterhole. This waterhole's produced great in the past. So Danny's gonna be a shooter tonight. We got about 3 hours before dark. We're gonna wait about an hour or so, then we're gonna start doing some calling. We're gonna start off real gentle with it. And it should be an awesome week, man. The weather's great. It's really hot right now. And when it gets really hot, these bulls, they gotta come into water. So we're hoping they come down with plenty of daylight. That's the key. So, yeah, man. Colorado elk hunting, can't beat it. Best thing ever. That was close. That's real close.
We still got 1 hour until dark, and we're already seeing our first elk of the trip. Well, there weren't any bulls with him, and it was way too early in the trip to fill a tag with a cow, but they were a heck of a lot of fun to watch.
We wanted to design a broadhead that was different, that was tougher. A broadhead that didn't sacrifice penetration due to cutting diameter. A fixed and expandable broadhead with field point accuracy. What we came up with was more than we ever imagined. 3 choices, 1 devastating result. Bipolar broadheads, truly the best of both worlds.
My entire life, as long as I can remember, I've been completely obsessed with the great outdoors. Anytime I could get in the woods to hunt and fish, I was taking advantage of it. So because of my passion for the great outdoors, I've decided to create CommandoOutdoors.com. We're doing product reviews, we're doing tips and tricks and all kinds of neat strategies just to help everybody become better outdoorsmen. So if you're like me and you're completely obsessed and passionate with the great outdoors, it's time for you to go Commando.
Check out Total Outdoor Programming on YouTube for more great tips and tactics on hunting, fishing, camping, grilling, trophy field care, taxidermy tips, and even more. Plus, you can watch full episodes of Total Outdoor Pursuit and even extras, outtakes, and bloopers off the cutting room floor.
Come on, Rock. You're a bum. You're a bum, Rock.
Here they come. Here they come.
Are they?
Be sure to subscribe and join in on the conversations. Check it out at youtube.com/Total Outdoor.
Shadow Hunter professional grade hunting blinds. Innovation that lets you hunt like a pro. Proudly made in the American heartland. Our systems elevate you to the perfect vantage point and are engineered for your total comfort and concealment. Built to a higher standard, the customizable Shadow Hunter system keeps you on top of your game. Start hunting like a pro today. Find your dealer at shadowhunterblinds.com.
Another evening, time to head back to the Waterhole.
We forgot to bring the face paint, obviously. I'm wearing some. Danny doesn't have any. So we're gonna make homemade face paint.
How many piss bottles have spilled right?
Quite a few.
How many people have spit right there?
Yeah. Okay, you ready?
Yo, let me get this out of the way.
You gotta use purified drinking water. You can't use distilled. You can't use spring water. For some reason, it just doesn't have the texture that we're looking for. So here we go. I'm gonna make a little.
We're looking for a paste.
Little mud pie.
We're looking for some paste.
That's right, paste.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. A little more, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's
There we
maybe
go. That's perfect.
And then you just get it like that.
Yeah.
And then you just
There you go. Handprints. It's like Braveheart stuff going on right there. It's perfect. It's Braveheart. Now you wash your hands off.
Yeah.
Because you gotta get your... Can you yell freedom? Just let it bellow freedom. Here's a little tip too though. I found on these trips that you typically want to remember clean your face before you go to bed. Because your wife thinks it's a little weird when she's washing your pillowcase. And there's all this black stuff everywhere. I don't know why, but it's just a little helpful tip. It keeps the wife happy.
Or when she wakes up in the middle of the night and rolls over and looks at you.
Yeah, that too.
Why would that be weird?
We've got our wind scent unit locked and loaded with elk estrus, and we're ready to go. Short time later, we hear rocks rolling down the mountainside.
Oh yeah, it's oak.
You know, you get your nerves, first cow's coming in, everybody's a little shaken still, we're all excited. A nice little 4x4 came in, and on the hill you could see a 5x5 behind him. And when he gave me a shot opportunity, I pulled back, waited there for probably 5 seconds, and he turned directly at me. So I had to let down, you know, and I'm thinking, oh, there's my shot, it's gone. But I'm still sitting there ready.
All we have to do is wait for this thing to turn sideways.
You know, every eye looking, scanning, looking for danger as they're drinking. Landon says, if you're going to do it, you got to do it now. And so I pull back.
There was no second to think about anything. They were busting through the water. Next thing you know, empty water hole, and we're sitting there with our bow in our hands.
Danny was just getting drawn back. He did nothing wrong. Everything was like clockwork, but those cows are sharp. There was cows at the water hole. They happened to see him.
It was kind of disheartening, but Landon kept my hopes up and said, don't worry, you know, we'll have other chances, we'll have other chances.
Back at camp, and it's time to get geared up again.
We're hunting a water hole that's been pretty good the last couple of nights. There's been a lot of elk moving. The problem is when they come to the water hole, they don't want to stay and drink. So we haven't had much time to get a shot off because the elk are starting to rut. We also have a weird situation going on right now where there's some fires in Idaho. It's pushing a ton of smoke in. So tonight's a curiosity thing. We're just gonna go sit out there, do what we do and hope for the best. Keep you posted. Should be another awesome night.
It's gonna be good, yo!
Well, we hop in the truck, head back into the mountains, and we're starting to notice that the colors are starting to change.
We carry these with us wherever we go. It is the ultimate snack for every hunting situation. I'm very grateful for Max. Once you go Max, never go backs.
Great silent snack for in the blind.
Yeah, can't hear him at all.
Hey, why don't you let the noob try it?
Hey, how about we try something else? Watching this on video.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that. Look at that.
Middle of the day.
Wow. Once you go Max, you'll never go backs. I'm warning you.
You guys are great. Keep doing what you do.
Okay, time to get serious.
So this is what elk hunting's all about, huh?
Catching flies.
Seriously, we're on an elk hunt. Come on now.
All right, we've got a bull coming right down the trail here. We can hear him bugling. He's probably still half a mile out there. It sounds like a long ways out, but he's coming quick.
It was about the third or fourth night into the hunt, and it was my turn to have what we call the shooter position. And man, I was all fired up, and you know, it was about a half an hour before dark, and we started hearing a lot of ruckus, a lot of just brush beating going on, and we knew the elk were coming in.
I don't even know how to explain it. Just turns into a full-grown rodeo bull, bucking around, playing around, right in front of the camera, just having a good time. It was the rut, and he was excited. Big bull wasn't around pressuring him. It was his turn.
So guys, the thing about hunting a water hole, it's not exactly what you think, because yeah, you might have elk within bow range, but the thing is, they come down to drink and they are out of there a lot of times, or they come down to drink, or you think they come down to drink, but they want to get in the water, they play. So the elk's constantly moving. So you would think logically that, you know, you'd have a decent 30-yard shot, maybe even a 20-yard shot at these elk, but you would think being a big target it'd be easy, but they're, like I said, they're moving. Sometimes they're just acting weird. Sometimes they come down to the water hole just to put on a show for the other elk and test each other's dominance. So elk hunting over a water hole is not exactly what people think. It's way more difficult, actually.
We thought he was going to come right in the blind with us.
He had a mind of his own that night, and he wasn't down there to drink water. He was just a little crazy, probably excited that the rut was kicking, and he was just doing his own thing. So he ended up running up the hill, and I never did get a shot at him.
So far, elk 3, us 0. But that's alright, I don't hear any fat ladies singing yet. We still got a few days left. Be sure to check in next week for part 2 of our elk hunt and some unbelievable action. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week on Total Outdoor Pursuit.
That's at least 2 good bulls in there, isn't it? Maybe even 3. That is a monster.
Oh.